Hello guys, my name is Godwin Abogoye, and on these tutorials I'm going to be discussing on housing 2. What is housing? Housing is a place where habitants actually dwells. Housing is a place where the population of a particular settlement have to put themselves in order to be secured. Housing is not just that alone, and housing can also be said to be a functional shelter that is aimed at achieving the purpose of the dwellers in a particular settlement. Housing is said to be here that I am in, discussing this with you, with all these facilities around me that makes the place function. That is said to be housing. Housing policy. Housing policy is a statement of intention, a plan that is being stated in order to guide the program of housing. Housing policy, it is a statement guided, which is stated by the government in achieving the housing need. This policy are documents that is being stated from the judiciary that is have protocols to follow in order to meet an aesthetic, pleasant, physical housing that's going to house the habitants in a particular geographical settlement. Housing is said to be where you are watching my tutorial right now. That place can said to be housing, because it is comfortable for you to actually stay, sit, and have an aesthetic life. So the housing policy, it's that policy that makes a settlement actually covers, entails good aesthetic life for the dwellers in that society. So strategies on stating housing policies. The strategies on stating housing policies have to be thoroughly, carefully stated. Number one strategy, you have to state the values and principles of the house you are stating the policy for. The statement of values and principles have to do with the expertise of the valuer. You can actually call an estate valuer to come and see the value of the housing to document the value of that house. So the statement of values and principles of the settlement, of that housing settlement, have to be in place. The number two is to formulate housing goals and objectives. What is the goal for the housing? What are you stating the policy for? What is your goal for your house? So you have to state your housing goals and objectives. That is the number two. The number three is toward the implementation. After everything is being stated, you have to implement it, which is to give the document policy to a distinct manager, to a distinct valuer who is able to value your house, who is able to take good care of, who is going to follow the policy document gradually. That is the number three step you're going to follow. Number four is the evaluation and monitoring. The number four, evaluation and monitoring. You have to evaluate your housing policy, all the other goals and objectives that has been stated. You have to evaluate and monitor, because after implementation, the next thing is to go to the housing place. If it's a real estate agent, if it's a real estate houses, if you are stating policy for real estate housing, where there is a company, the management system that is taking care of the real estate business. So the evaluation process and the monitoring process, that's the final stage, when you have stated all these steps carefully. First of all, don't forget, state the values and principles. Second of all, formulation of housing goals and objectives. Setting an implementation plan, then monitoring and evaluation. That's all for the housing policy. So I'd like you guys to click to the subscribe button and notification icon and get notified whenever I post any video right here on this channel. So because more videos on housing is going to be dropping back to back on the same channel. Yes, after stating all this for the housing policy, then I'm giving this policy document to a distinct manager in order to go in form of program. And this program now in housing policy now have to be done step-by-step intervention on carrying out this program, because the program is the event that is not going to stop. It's a continuous event since the housing is in place, since the housing is being in place. So the program have to comments. So that's the difference between a policy and a program. A policy is actually the statement in which the program is going to follow step by step in order to achieve an aesthetic program in the ending. So guys, I want you guys to stay on this channel for more videos on housing. See you guys next week. Bye.